Houston Astros fans, it is winter meeting time, almost as it approaches. Of course, the biggest domino in MLB has fallen. Juan Soto to the Mets, so that means all the other dominoes start to fall. Um, Today, Joe Espada was asked about, of course, Alex Bregman. He said they're optimistic. Dana Brown was asked about Alex Bregman. He said that he's going to do everything in his power to keep him. But as of today, there are multiple teams now going after Alex Bregman. A lot of them with big money. You have, of course, Boston Red Sox, Houston Astros, New York Yankees, New York Mets, and the Toronto Blue Jays. Then he came out and said that he is open to trading Kyle Tucker and Framber Valdez. So we can listen to a little bit of what he said. He was asked at the winter meeting and go from there.
Playing here, we love having him here, and so we're pretty optimistic.
Are you looking more in free agency or trades to get whatever you need done?
Yeah, a combination of all of the above. I had mentioned in the past that we won't take anything off the table in terms of improving this club, and if we get the opportunity to trade, if we feel like this is a good fit, we'll make that trade. Whatever the opportunity is, we'll definitely do it if it means improving the club.
So pretty much just goes back and forth talking about how he's not too worried about if he has to make trades and everything.
What he's trying to tell y'all is, I don't give a fuck about nobody if it's at the expense of not making the team better. Like, he don't have emotional attachment to nothing.
Yeah. I mean, we've been saying that for a year.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I didn't bring a guy in. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, you might have to trade Tucker. Like, if you can't afford him.
I mean, you look at the big domino of Alex Bregman. If you got the Mets and the Yankees who were throwing out $700 million for Soto, throwing money out for him, you might just get outbid on the thing. Like, being realistic, like,
I wonder if he don't give a fuck about Bregman and is more worried about Jordan. Because you got Jordan on a cheap right now.
Yeah.
Right? So I think he's like, oh, fuck, in 3 years, we want to be in a position where we're going to give him a 10-year, 12-year deal? Or should we give him money now? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it feels like these are moves, of course, we think of them as a year or two to come, but he's playing chess. He's thinking, like you said, 3 years ahead. So it makes it, all of this is what he's saying to me, kind of makes me feel like a Kyle Tucker extension is kind of off the table. He's like, hey, look, dog, it's one of those things, because if you look at, like, okay, y'all know how I feel about Framber. If we can trade him and get a haul in, cool, I'm for it.
Right.
Kyle Tucker one hurts a little bit more, but the way that you keep your team in contention is, of course, if I'm not going to keep you, bro, I got to get something for you. I'm not going to look like the damn Angels losing Ohtani for nothing.
True.
Like, I need to get something for you.
Then that's why he should be trying to get to, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm with you. Like, Framber, I don't really give a fuck about too much, because I can get something for you. We're not gonna keep you you're like not long-term plans anyway, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? But I think Tucker's the best player on the team. I really do. And I would hate to see him go.
Yeah, I would hate to see him go too, but at the end of the day, if they can figure out some shit to make the team better, then it is what it is.
A Kyle Tucker haul is, I mean, if you're not going to keep him, you're going to get some shit for him.
I was going to say, you better get some good shit for him.
Yeah. But you're in a fucked up spot, bro, because that's the kind of situation where you would trade a player like that for prospects, right?
Yes.
This is half-ass retarded to say, but I don't fucking want your prospects. I want something that can perform now, because we're contending now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where my question was going to come in. There's certain players. If you don't get Bregman, he's an aging third baseman. It hurts. But there's stuff out there you can kind of trade, go get, and all that stuff to kind of band-aid it up a bit. We've seen this before. If you trade Ryan Presley, aging closer, you can get a little haul for him. That's going to help you. If you trade Framber, you have pitchers on the backside that you believe in, and Hunter and all these guys, and you're going to get a nice little haul for him. So it kind of helps. The Kyle Tucker's one, the only one where it kind of feels like you would go in like a soft rebuild, where it's like, damn, I got to take a step back now. And because he talked about the prospects yesterday also, he was like, as of right now, he feels that there's no prospect that can replace Bregman. But he's like, he goes, we're about a year away from that.
I was just about to say that. Like, he did not sound confident about that. And I think he's a fucking liar if he thinks you're only a year away. What if he's going to try to fix a problem? For instance, like, you fucking lose Bregman, right? He already told you who he wanted. He said Nolan Arenado's name, and that was somebody we would think of anyway. It could be one of those things where you could trade Framber. He's like, fuck it. If I lose out on Bregman, I'm going to trade this fool for Arenado. So Framber's gone. That's somebody I don't have to extend. I'll just take Arenado's contract, don't have to pay him, and then start worrying about re-signing Tucker. So then you're minus Framber, but you still got Arenado, Tucker, and then Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult because fans are very being realistic. I mean, I knew we weren't in the Soto bidding, so I didn't care about that. But of course, there's fans that don't understand how marketing works in baseball.
Yes.
There's no cap, so the Dodgers, Yankees and the Mets can throw out as much money as they want.
But I am kind of with him. I'm kind of optimistic because what did you tell me yesterday? They was $50 million apart.
Yes.
But they're not years apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, the years thing was what I was worried about. When it comes to $50 million, I think there could be a conversation to be had where it's like, all right, what can we do for each other?
Yeah.
Like, history would, allow us to do special shit for one another, being a team and Bregman. So if it's the money thing, I think we could get him back.
When he at the very end of everything said, I'm doing everything in my power to bring Bregman back, it feels like it's like, hey, I'm doing everything I can where it doesn't hurt the team, but also makes him feel comfortable and good. But I mean, let's be realistic. Who his agent is Scott Boras. He just got a payday because he's Juan Soto's fucking agent also. A lot of these Scott Boras, like he gets some guys paid, but there ain't no loyalty in the money game for him. And I ain't mad at it. Go get your bread. But it's also a thing where Joe Espada said it's like there's not many teams that can give Alex Bregman what he's looking for in a winning culture, consistently, a family area, and all that stuff. Things that are important to him. I mean, when you look at Houston, it's Alex Bregman and Jose Altuve. It's like,
I mean, I would simply just advise you to get on the phone and call Correa and Springer and those fools and see how it worked out for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you feel about chasing the bag? It's like, I would fucking love to come back. I guarantee you they'd say it.
I mean, Verlander did chase the bag and still came back.
and that's another domino that they're still talking to. We know the Bregman domino is the biggest one for us. Once he signs or doesn't sign, then I feel Dana's going to start moving with a lot of stuff because you've already heard the Ryan Presley name come up. You heard the Framber name come up. You heard the Kyle Tucker name come up. And I'm not saying I want to trade them, especially Kyle Tucker. That would hurt. But all those people that missed out on Juan Soto, yay, I got a Kyle Tucker here for you, bro. Like, if I can't keep him and we're
send
way
his
off
ass to the NL, shit.
Yeah.
He's good, bro. Send his ass to the NL.
No, he is really good. So it's like, if we can keep him or get a re-sign, that's cool with me. Now, Framber, if we can trade him, I'm cool with that. Like, the main ones I'm trying to trade is Ryan Presley for sure. And if I get a good haul for Framber, I'm pulling it. If I don't get it, I'm just keeping him. But Ryan Presley,
If I gotta trade Framber for lesser than players who could play now, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to attach Montero's contract to that because one more year, so somebody's gonna eat that, and I'm gonna have free up that money, and then that's gonna help us either make another trade to get us a first baseman, which is I have a feeling that's what he's gonna do.
That was just one of his top goals.
Either that
because
or
people
Yonner's
saying that
gonna be a
Altuve
first
should go to
baseman.
first is stupid.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
The guy from
I
MLB
know.
Network. Altuve can just move
Altuve will be
first.
playing first base after that. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, it's
Everybody's gonna throw a regular pitch straight over his fucking head.
he can't even.
You can't have a first baseman who fucking struggles playing the ball off the hop. And you're 5'6". How far are you gonna stretch out for a ball? Yeah, I mean your pick game is gonna be terrible. I'd just rather put Yonner there.
Well, I mean it's not a lot, but a lot of people are speculating by Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have a lot more going on. I mean, the Soto stuff kind of hit and then just went like wildfire. So yesterday,
I'm with you. Like I didn't give a fuck about that dude because I mean, I didn't.
Well, no, I'm just saying more of the fact of like now that this has the Soto thing's down, all eyes are on Bregman now. So that domino is getting ready to, because what I was hearing yesterday from people on Twitter, like big people in the MLB, was like, oh, Soto is heating up. Like, it's going to happen. And then people from New York were like, it's a battle between the two New York teams. And then last night it broke. Boom, he went to the Mets. And so it's funny to hear the Yankees crying that they try to do everything in their power. They went above and beyond. And he was like, yeah, fuck y'all. He said that he got mad at a security guard or some shit because they escorted his parents out or some shit. So keep it up, Yankees. But now the heat is all on Bregman. And so where there's smoke, there's fire. And a lot of people now are saying that the Bregman stuff's heating up. Like by Tuesday, Wednesday, they were believing his name was going to start getting a contract somewhere. That contract's going to get linked in. And then now Kyle Tucker's name is being all brought up in winter meetings. And so it's not imminent, but the fact that teams are calling and he's listening, he's like, I'll listen. I don't care. Whatever helps the team out, I'll do it.
I'm good with that. Listen to everything. But I mean, my thing is I always wonder if he values like a Tucker like I do. Not that I'm special, but I think a lot of people see Tucker like I do. Like I think he's the best fucking player on the team.
So,
but he kind of feels like a Dana Brown kind of guy. So I don't. Yeah. I mean, I figure he would push to keep him.
That could be one of those things too, like to get to his agent, like, hey, you under contract, bro. I can trade you. You want to go to China? No, just kidding.
You want to go? Where you playing for the Sacramento A's?
Yeah. It's like, welcome to the Pirates, bro. It's like, have fun over here. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go down the list. Alex Bregman, if we lose him or keep him, what do y'all think?
Oh, I want to. You'll make a trade. You'll make a trade to. We already don't feel like you have an in-house replacement. You made it seem like you didn't feel confident in it. You got to make a trade. You got to go get something.
So if you don't keep him, trade.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Let's see. Ryan Presley, you get traded.
Yes.
Don't give a fuck, but probably.
I hope he gets traded. Josh Hader, this is your team to close, bro.
We might have to lose out on talent exchange of that trade just to get him off the books.
That's fine. I'll give up Forrest Whitley.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you might be getting back a Forrest Whitley. Some other team's Forrest Whitley.
That's fine. I just want that money free.
Yeah.
And I don't want them two competing with each other again. That was terrible. And we paid Josh Hader moolah, bro. I was like, I need you to.
You know what it felt like? It felt like that one year where Jalen Green played with Kevin Porter.
Yes.
I was like, this is go right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible as shit. All right. Framber Valdez, you get traded or we keep him?
God, I hope we trade him.
I don't think you'll. I think the Bregman shit has more implication on the Astros than the Astros only. Like, because honestly, how many teams out there are really shooting for a third baseman?
Not many.
A 30-year-old. That my thing is like there's what he wants. There's only a small amount of team who are going to give it to him, and then it's just like, are you willing to go play for that team? So like, I don't think that it's like a giant market for him. So the implications on what Bregman does is more so on us than any other team, because some teams are like, I don't give a fuck where he went out there.
Yeah. Because I mean, Boston, of course, Alex Cora is there. The Mets, you could ask Justin Verlander how it is. He'll be there with Juan Soto, so that's kind of enticing. The Yankees, I mean, I doubt he wants to go there after all the history that's happened. And then,
I mean, there could be teams that like the Cubs or whatever, but it's like, are you going to go to the Cubs? It's like Espada said, bro, who's going to offer you a spot to compete?
Well, that's why they said it's down to these teams is what it is. Like, these are the realistic teams that have a shot at getting him.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what I think is. You remember when Kendall Graveman got hurt last year? We immediately made the trade for Hader, and everybody felt like it was a fucking like a reactionary like panic move. That's what's gonna happen if you keep Bregman. I don't think anybody gets traded. If Bregman goes, shit ton of trades is going to happen, and it's going to feel like we're panicking.
And it's just Dana jumping in his bag and being like, well, here we go. Because this has been him all year. Even before this season started, he was like, we'll figure it out. That's my job. I mean, it's interesting. I think Framber gets traded.
I don't know. It's early. Who knows?
I hope he gets traded. If I had one,
somebody we don't expect is going to get traded.
It's going to be one of the fucking depending now on the fucking Kyle Tucker shit, because McCormick and fucking what's his name are cheap. Because you still got people you got to figure out, like Mauricio Dubon. You got to figure out the Verlander BS. Like, there's still smaller dominoes you got to figure out, but that all matters on Bregman first, and then. He's gonna clear
Dana move. He'll go to fucking JB and like, look, I'm gonna trade this motherfucker, and you come back on the cheap, and we're gonna go to a 6-man rotation, and then that's how it's gonna be.
That sounds like a Dana.
I mean, you still got Christian Javier, Luis, Spencer Spaghetti, Hunter Brown,
Renell Blanco,
AP, Renell Blanco. Like you could fill the 6 men. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, that is a Dana Brown thing.
Hey, the Framber getting traded in a few weeks, so just hold up. All right.
Dana Brown wrote that load out, went to the owner's desk and said, hey, you're cool with JV, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, get it to him.
Yes. And then, I don't know, the Kyle Tucker thing, you said it, I think that's a Dana guy. I see him listening to stuff in case if there's one of those things where it's like, I can't keep him.
To me, like, I feel like as fans, we're just bored, so we look into that shit entirely too much. But I really just feel like it's like Dana's way of like, I'm always trying to make the team better. And it's like, what more could you want, you know?
Well, people are mad that he said all this. And I was like, I'm not mad at it. I like it.
Right.
I would be more
treating it like a fucking business.
Yeah. Fuck your emotions. I don't care. There's people like, Bregman leaves. I'm not going to the game. Okay, I don't give a fuck. If they start winning, people are going. Dumbass.
Bye.
Yeah, they're going to keep winning because we haven't started losing. And that's what Dana's fucking going to make from him. And 2, there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball.
We've been down this road before, people. We've been down this road before. We lost Garrett Cole. We've lost Correa. We've lost Springer. We've lost so many people. It's fine.
Yuli.
Oh, gosh. That one took forever for them to shut up. Oh, man. All right. Well, I guess, do we make any trades for anybody that's not an Astro right now?
I don't think we do anything until we figure out Bregman shit. Like, I honestly feel like the Astros don't do a damn thing.
All right. Well, panic
unless it's trading Presley.
Yeah. Panic mode has hit all Astro fans outside of us. It seems. We're gonna see what happens. This is what we like. It's off season. There's nothing to talk about. Winter meetings are coming up. This is when GMs and owners and managers are talking, and they're like, "What can we get better at?" And all that stuff. The positive. Juan Soto's out of the AL. That's a positive. All right. Now we just got to make sure that if Bregman leaves, he goes to the Mets. So,
Oof.
Out the AL.
Nah, send him to the Marlins. Fuck it.
Well, he has a choice. So the other teams are all AL teams, and I don't want to see him in if he goes to Yankees, I'm gonna be pissed. So,
I always said if you leave us because you're chasing the bag, like I don't mind that, but like that's one reason I never fucking cared about Garrett Cole is because he went to the Yankees. But they would hurt even more for Bregman to go because like Garrett Cole was here for like 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, yeah, that's like Magic Johnson going to the Celtics type shit to me. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He's like, let me go to the Bulls. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, no. It's like Mahomes going to the Raiders.
Or the Bills. The fucking Bills.
Yeah, that's the shit, yeah. See? Ugh. All right. Well, we'll figure it out, Houston fans. All love. We out of here. Peace.